agents of change.
Emmeline Pankhurst was born in Manchester, England on July 14, 1858. She came from a wealthy family and went to Paris to study at a higher institution for girls. Influenced by her parents, who were also politically active, she had a vision for an equal society and especially for women's suffrage, which was still forbidden at the time. In 1888, where there was a strike at a London mattress factory, where women worked in terrible conditions and long hours, Emmeline decided to help the women demand their rights. The strike was successful, and the women in the factory achieved improvements in their working conditions. In 1889, Emmeline, her husband, and others founded the Women's Franchise League, an organization that helped some married women demand their right to vote in local elections. At that time, the right to vote in local elections and serve on school boards was only allowed to some single women, but that wasn't enough for her vision. In 1903, after the League disbanded, she and her two daughters founded the Women's Social and Political Union, known primarily as the Suffragettes, under the motto, "Deeds, no words." History was about to change. The movement attracted a lot of attention with its actions, such as marches, outdoor demonstrations, and hunger strikes. This led to arrestments and imprisonments of many suffragettes, along with Emmeline, between 1908 and 1914. In 1914, the Women's Social and Political Union stopped its agitation for women's suffrage and threw its support behind the British war effort. It organized rallies, made speeches, and tried to convince the government to allow women to enter the workforce while the men of the country were at war. Her most amazing act from this time was organizing a parade of 30,000 women to encourage employers to hire them in the industry. When the war ended in 1918, the British government granted women the right to vote in recognition of their work and help during the war, but only if they were over 30. But Emmeline was still not satisfied with this, because for men, the right to vote was above 21. She later transformed the union into a political party called the Women's Party and was nominated as the Conservative candidate for a parliamentary constituency. She passed away in 1928, just a few weeks before the English government decided to introduce the right to vote for all women over 21. Today, a statue of her stands in Victoria Tower Gardens outside the Parliament where she protested, to remind us daily of Emmeline's contribution to the cause of women's rights. This is Fotonis Kiza from Serres, Greece, for the Agents of Change podcast. For the world goes where we take it.